In art, discussions about colour often start with the colour wheel, which shows the relationship between colours, whether they complement each other or contrast with each other. Other types of colour wheel exist, say in physics, with different rules and relationships, but in art we mostly look at the 12-part red, yellow and blue colour wheel. It's a subtractive model showing how a small number of colours can be used to mix others based on the removal or subtraction of certain wavelengths of light by pigments. Red, yellow and blue are called primary colours because they cannot be made by mixing other colours together. But all other colours theoretically can be mixed from them. They sit equal distances apart on the colour wheel, and when in a piece of art they're placed next to each other, they stand out in contrast to each other. Orange, green and purple are called secondary colours because they are each created by mixing equal amounts of two of the primary colours. I hope you can see this here on my palette. So, on the colour wheel, each secondary sits halfway between the two primary colours that they were mixed from. Secondary colours, including a common primary colour, can look harmonious side by side. Amber, vermilion, magenta, violet, turquoise or teal, spring green or chartreuse are the 6 tertiary colours created by mixing equal quantities of a primary and a secondary colour. They sit on the colour wheel between the colours they're mixed from. So amber sits between orange and yellow. When used together they can give an intense, bright effect. Browns don't appear on the colour wheel. It's sometimes called a tertiary colour. It's actually a neutral or a mix of opposite complementary colours, such as blue with a little orange to give a grey-brown, red with a little green to give a red-brown, and yellow with a little purple for a yellow-brown, altering the amounts of colours mixed to make a brown gives huge variety. Temperature refers to whether the colours are warm or cool, with the colour wheel being divided between these qualities. But I found in buying paints there are warm yellows, blues and reds, and similarly cold primaries. Using colours of different temperatures can give paintings different vibes and effects. Warm colours are said to advance or jump out towards the viewer, giving a sense of excitement and energy and catching the viewer's attention. Cool colours are said to recede into the background as they are moving away from the viewer and can be calming and relaxing, or even indicative of sadness. Using warm and cool colours together can create drama and vibrance, interest, contrast, and balance in a painting. Analogous or harmonious colours sit next to each other on the colour wheel and look pleasing to the eye when 3 or 5 are used together in a colour scheme. When used together, complementary colours create contrast and emphasise differences. They are sometimes called opposite or contrasting colours on the colour wheel as they sit across from each other, like yellow and purple, orange and blue, red and green. They are so vibrant next to each other, they may even be described as clashing. A tint is where white is added to a colour to make a lighter version of a colour, such as when white is added to red to create pink. In watercolours, the paper is often used as the white, so tints are created by watering down the paint, just like I'm doing here. A shade is when black is added to colour to darken it. A tone is when grey is added to colour to darken it. In these cases I've used something called ivory black and Payne's grey. Payne's grey has a bluey tone to it, so the tone comes out purpley. Monochromatic art is where art uses or features only one colour, or only black or white and grey. So tints, shades and tones of a single colour are used in monochromatic art. Except neither black nor white are classified as colours because they do not correspond to specific wavelengths of light in the visual spectrum. Black represents the absence of light and white represents the combination of all colours of light. Art is all about communication, and colour can be used to communicate an emotion, mood or atmosphere. But different meanings may attach to the same colour, and these meanings may vary between cultures. So red here can signify danger, anger, love and passion. In China it's seen as a lucky colour, but in South Africa it denotes death and mourning. Most colours can have positive as well as negative connotations, so green can represent life and growth, but also envy. And these connotations may be personal to us too. So somebody may feel overwhelming pride in orange if they're supporting Dutch football. Thank you very much for listening.